a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beach dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay at home, Disney Dad.
Here we go, it's February is a Pooh Month 3. That's right, there's so many of these Winnie the Pooh tapes. And up here in Canada, February is the coldest, darkest, bleakest month. It's 28 days of suffering. So 3 years ago, I started the tradition of doing all Winnie the Pooh tapes during February, and here we are with under 40 tapes left in the bin. This should be the final. February is a Pooh month, but I mean, you never know. Satan may just tap me on the shoulder again in 2026. Who knows? We press play on Winnie the Pooh, Friendship and Pooh Wishes. Sweet Pooh Sax intro. We're off. The wishing bear is up first, and I bet you know what my wish would be. There's a twinkling in the sky. Christopher Robin lies and tells Pooh that that's his own personal wishing star. Robin humiliates Pooh and is like, oh yeah, you make your wish, but it'll only come true if you flap your wings like a bird and swim like a fish and a dozen other stupid things. And the simple Pooh is like, oh, really? And he does it all while Robin secretly laughs at this little idiot. Pooh wishes for something sweet and a honeypot appears. Compliments of a sneaky Christopher Robin. From a strictly artistic point of view, these older ones have some charm. Always love the dark blue and the white winter scenes in these cartoons. But the next morning, Pooh has already emptied his honeypot because gluttony. Pooh's anxiety is through the roof and he wants to go back tonight and make more wishes on his wishing star, but he can't remember the sequence of Christopher Robin told him to do after he makes his wish to make it come true. He tells Piglet about the wishing star. Piglet has a great idea to wish for a snowman. Yeah, they found a mystical wish-granting star in the sky, and this moron is going to wish for a snowman. Tigger's playing chess against himself, and he celebrates that he wins. He beat himself, and he says, I wish there were 2 of me. And Pooh and Piglet show up, and I don't have to tell you what happens next. This gang of morons grows as they continue towards the wishing star. They add Tigger and Rabbit, who wants to wish that the vegetable-eating insects leave his house. This idiot posse just grows and grows, and Pooh still can't remember the sequence of actions that makes the wishing star work. They try to scare the memory back into Pooh, and they slap a heating pad to his head, and they make him stand on his head, and finally, oh gosh, I remember after the torture. They all go to the star, and they make their wishes with the clouds covered, and Pooh panics, thinks he made too many wishes, he was too greedy, and the star got mad and left. Pooh knows he messed up, so he runs around. He builds a snowman for Piglet. He shows up naked with painted on stripes and says he's a Tigger, and he pretends to start to play with Tigger, but then he runs away to Rabbit's place where he scares off all the vegetable-eating bugs. So to recap here, folks, Christopher Robin played Pooh for a fool who in return made promises to his friends he felt embarrassed he couldn't keep, so he secretly ran around during the night pretending their wishes came true. But of course he can't stay ahead of everything, and keeping 3 or 4 lies up is killing him. So eventually all the wheels come off and everyone is mad at the wishing star and at Pooh Bear. Pooh tries to launch himself into the wishing star and ends up hitting a tree or something. I missed it, I was writing. Maybe he was pretending to be the wishing star for Christopher Robin because he thinks he made Robin's wishing star leave and Robin's going to be mad. Robin wishes his best friend was there and Pooh falls out of the tree and into his waiting arms. Oh, romantic. Pooh says the wishing star is gone, but then Robin parts the clouds like this schizophrenic Jesus he is. And that's it, 2/3 done. Okay, we have Goodbye, Mr. Pooh, and I can't wait to say that after we run out of VHS tapes. Pooh is packing up and moving to his old honey jars. The Tigger thinks that Winnie the Pooh himself is actually moving, like leaving the 100-acre wood, and it's a giant Three's Company misunderstanding. Tigger spreads panic in the 100-acre wood as he runs around telling everyone that everyone's favorite whipping bear idiot is going to leave. The characters band together to do something like throw him a surprise going away party. Pooh has no idea what's happening, but he's dizzy with attention and they're giving him presents. Eeyore gives him something sweet and sticky and golden. Pooh figures it out that they're throwing him a goodbye party, and he decides to just leave instead of explaining to them that he wasn't leaving after they threw him a going away party. All the introverts watching this are nodding along. His plan is to go away for a little bit and then come back home because he figures then he'll get a coming home party. He stays away for like 20 seconds, like he walks into the woods, turns around, comes back. Pooh crashes at Piglet's house though and like breaks the bed. Okay, I guess Eeyore moved into Pooh's house in the 2 minutes he was gone, and that's why he now has to live with Piglet. Pooh is practicing his speech to tell Eeyore to get the out of his house, but Piglet overhears Pooh practicing his speech, and he thinks Pooh is gonna give him the speech and kick like Piglet out of his own home, and Piglet just goes, okay, I guess I'll just leave my own house. Okay, to get Eeyore to leave Pooh's house, they show up and throw Eeyore a surprise going away party. He goes, oh, I guess I'm gone. I feel like the writers of this one are actually leaning into the unhealthy friendship dynamics of these characters and finally having fun with it. Okay, last up is Balloonatics. Balloonatics, I'll give them that. Let's wrap up week 1. Pooh knocks on Christopher Robin's door and a balloon answers, but it's Christopher Robin behind the balloon, already off to a smashing start. Pooh asks to take the balloon for a walk. Robin warns him not to pop it. Robin, you deserve whatever happens next, giving this to Pooh. Pooh uses the balloon to float through the forest and sings while Rabbit swats away the jive-talking crows from Dumbo. Rabbit comes and trades the balloon from Pooh for some honey. Rabbit uses the balloon as the head of a scarecrow that scares off the crows. Piglet and Tigger attack it though because it also scares them, and then it deflates. Wah, wah. They take the deflated balloon back to Pooh and he's like, wake up, balloon! Don't you die on me! And they do like a I know what you did last summer pact to never tell who and how the balloon got murdered. That's funny. Guilt starts eating them up though. Pooh has nightmares where he's in balloon court. He immediately breaks and the rest of the animals realize they have to kill Pooh to keep him silent. The others try to make fake balloons to fool Christopher Robin, who shows up, and then instead they all admit it at once. They pivot, they all share blame, and Robin just blows it back up and is like, no one learns anything. No one is like made responsible for their actions, and the world continues to burn here. Thus ends week 1 of the third and final February is a Pooh month. That's Valentine's Day Pooh content next week. All right.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance